No, we're just recording audio.
Yeah, still no press, no paparazzi.
Alright, so, as we talked, you guys are entering into a time of confusion in the galaxy. Emperor Palpatine has been dead for about a year, along with his Imperial hand, Darth Vader. A month ago, the Galactic Concordance was signed on the planet of Coruscant, ushering in the time of the New Republic, New Senate. Vizier Masamida signed in and officially surrendered the Empire to the New Republic. Over the course of the last year, the New Senate, in their infinite wisdom, decided to demilitarize the entire galaxy, bringing down any strong military force with the power to conquer in vast numbers planets down to a small standing military. This includes the Rebel Alliance, now the New Republic, and what's left of the Imperial war machine. Imperial stormtrooper schools and flight academies are being closed throughout the galaxy. And now, since Coruscant has swapped hands officially, there is a vast sea of people, mostly people that had dealings with the Empire, now flooding and leaving Coruscant. You find yourselves, for whatever reason, on Covey Station, the asteroid belt that surrounds Coruscant, a small asteroid station that is a way station between here and the rest of the galaxy. You are mixed with throngs of people escaping Coruscant and the possible unknown powers within the New Republic. As it stands right now, you all stand in line. Whether you know each other or not, some of you have talked about whether you know each other. That is up to you to decide. But as it stands, you are all in queue to see about getting a starship off Covey Station. As currently, the BSS, the Bureau of Ships and Services, has shut down the station for unknown reasons. And they're checking every transponder code and log for every ship leaving the station, as well as chain codes for every individual in the station. Rumor has it, they're looking for people with Imperial ties, any Imperial ties in their past. And that, my friends, is your galaxy. You know.
So is it an actual line, or is it like we're like in like a throng of people?
Oh, you're in line for security at the airport.
Okay, so this is like in Solo when they're like standing in line
Exactly.
at the, like trying to get into the. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
You have the blue bellies walking around. You have the New Republic walking around their fancy best dress uniforms, fresh off the rack. Even the whites of their helmets are still glossy. Walking around, checking IDs, pulling people out of line. Anyone that has ties to Imperial past being questioned.
There's a moment, Shug, where you feel this like doom on your little hover ball. And you look down, and there's this Lurman just like poking it.
Hey, hands off the merchandise.
What?
Keep your hands off the merchandise.
No. I'm what? Hey.
You what?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! This is all who's on first, written all over it.
No, what?
Oh, your name. Your name is what?
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you keep a power source in that thing? I just stole your accent. I'm sorry. How'd you keep a power source in that thing?
I'm struggling too. It's fine.
It's a secret.
I reach up and grab a hold of it and try to
Hey,
pull it
hey.
down.
Hands off the I told you, hands off the merchandise.
All right, so this commotion in the crowd is starting to gain little attention from a couple of the New Republic officers of our military as they point towards your direction. Let's see. I'm going to have to Tully and Tisk. You guys give me a perception check to see if you guys are even close to this. Let's go.
First dice roll of the new game. That's exciting. Let's see. That's
15.
new character. Who dis?
Switching
It's
over.
18 on the die for a 21 total. Tisk.
Alright, so 15 flat and 21 tisk. You, in the middle of whatever you're doing in this queue of people, you start hearing this commotion about 10 feet ahead of you. It seems to be this small, furry, monkey-like creature is pulling on a floating droid that seems to have an zealot sticking out.
Important question for me as a character before I do anything. Would this be considered an area that, like, having weapons is not allowed? Or would I be in, like, brandishing anything that I would normally have on me?
It would very much be the Mandalorian. You'd have to check it before you go in any commercial ship. But having it out in the open is fine.
Okay. We haven't gotten to checking anything yet.
No, you guys are still in queue to go through.
Okay. Got it. Is there a bunch of people between me and them, or is it kind of open space?
So they're about
here.
10 feet ahead of you. You being a big Trandoshan as you are, there are people ahead of you, but they wouldn't be.
I push up just a little bit behind the person in front of me, and then this like easily 4 foot wingspan just reaches out and grabs from the top and pulls up on the little droid that the little lemur looking thing is pulling down on.
I will 100% bite you. I'm going to bite you. Yes.
This is off to a great start.
Go for it.
Roll an unarmed attack and see if you get him.
Christ. What do I even?
Jacob, roll me a strength check just to see if you pick up what and should.
Am I just rolling?
Sure.
Is it just a d20 plus my strength score, which is a -1?
Yep.
That'll be a 18 total on athletics.
You too, Derek.
Yeah. What? You start getting lifted off the ground.
Oh wait, who are you grabbing? You're grabbing me, or you're
I'm
grabbing?
grabbing you, pulling up from this thing, pulling you down.
Okay.
And in turn, he's pulling both of us up.
Because you're both little guys.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8 to bite you.
Yeah, so teeth sink in to thick ass hide. Full
No,
on.
I put you on the hand, not on the ass.
I do not phase, does not phase me at all, and I just go.
Question I can't believe I'm asking this early in the game. Jacob, what does Tiss taste like?
Wow, we're getting deep fast.
Hands.
Saltpeter and
Petrocrete explosive.
Probably semi-burnt leather.
That tracks, yeah.
Yeah.
Recently singed. And I just give a shake.
So as you
until-
as you lift up, Watt is trying to hold on, but you just watch his hand slip. So he goes off the ground and then just kind of falls.
So as soon as he falls off, I let go. He said, "Hands off."
Hey, wait, yeah, I said hands off the merchandise.
I turned my attention completely back to Watt. And then I like maneuver the droid to be like closer to what's your name?
Yes.
Hey, what's your name again?
As you turn towards, you see a 6'6" Trandoshan, like deep green scales, just bristling with grenades.
So, Jacob, why are you on the station, or have you been on the station for long?
I probably would have been for a while.
So
I
I
say
feel
that.
like
So Bill, the gist that I have is that I had gotten out. I've been back to bounty hunting for a while, so probably been operating out of here for a bit, I would say. Yeah, so I've probably been in and out of the station for a chunk of time.
Yeah,
so. What I think.
So this would be very annoying to you. This will be the first time the station is shut. You cannot leave.
Yeah, and so what I think I've been doing is I've been moving around from like bay to bay, like giving people, offering my services, my repair services to people, and undercutting all of the mechanics that are on the station. So I'm kind of trying to do it covertly, and now that the station is shut down, I'm pissed. So you can kind of decide if we had crossed paths or not. What do you think?
Oh, well, when you say your services, do you just like sell random like tech needs and things along those lines, or like what?
Yes,
what are your...
and I offer like repairs and modifications to ships and things like that.
Okay, I have probably come by and purchased like raw materials of like
Bits and pieces
power converters, fuses,
yeah.
things along those lines that clearly would not have been used to make a variety of explosives.
That's fair. And those things that you got were clearly not stolen from other people on the space
Clearly
station.
not.
So that's fine. If you guys want to have that tie-in, that's completely fine.
So we probably like have an idea who each other are, which is why I intervened here a little bit.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like we're not like, I wouldn't say we're like close or anything, but we've done business.
You better watch yourself, buddy. This is my friend Tusk. What was it again?
Yes.
Yeah, that.
As that's happening, totally lost in the curiosity of the moment, this Lerman like ferrets in between the dude who was in front of you and then has scampered up onto your shoulder and is literally perched like a parrot on Tisk's shoulder like that quickly. What?
Whoa, the boundaries on this guy, am I right?
There's a deet, and like I reach a claw back and click it to the grenade that you had just like triggered the like plunger on, getting onto my back.
Using that grenade that I had inadvertently activated, I'm 100% going to pick his pockets as I scamper up his body. So since I get to do it as a bonus action, there will 100% be the performance check of just like kicking the grenade like a cat kicking something that they're not supposed to. And then I would like to see what Tisks has in his pockets.
Roll me a sleight of hand, pick pockets, and Fisk, you roll me a perception to see what you see.
Okay. Can I also see if I notice?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 13.
Oh, I am thoroughly distracted by the grenade that you just activated. That is a total of an 8. So as I reach back up to like pull this back down.
So as you
for me to notice.
As you all are doing all this, as soon as you all move out of your space, this enormous whale creature steps into where you are. Finally, the line's moving. Why didn't they shut this down when Hondo was still here? I hate this place.
Oh no!
And Thule has taken over the space that you all have now that you are on Tisk.
As this happens, a young, fresh-faced
What was in his pockets?
Yes. Tisk, what's in your pockets?
Well, I mean,
I'm talking something. And what do you got? Just a handful of random shit.
well, so I mean, the various grenades are strapped on like a bandolier that you just kicked and activated. But if you're just going for pockets and not like the traveling pack in my back, probably. Well, I would have a pouch that would have a little chunk of credits in it.
I'm gonna say he gets your stun grenade. Just because I think that's funny.
So what I was going for here is like I can 100% be holding the stun grenade as I extend my other hand. But you also, Shug, you see me flip almost like somebody rolling a coin off the back of their hand, flip a detonator core that I took out of his pocket and slide that into my little messenger bag. Not a grenade, just a little part and piece. Probably something you stole off of one of the ships that you sold to him at a discount rate, i.e. 30% markup.
Yep.
And then I hand you back the stun grenade. You drop this.
I take it out of his hands.
Yeah, you dropped that one in, the one that went in his pocket.
Haven't dropped yet.
And I, using that, I'll pounce onto Shug and then onto the person, the random human that's there, and then on top of Thule.
So literally in the middle of all of these people, I click the grenade on. It goes, make sure it's still working, and I click it back off, and then put it in a bandolier. Like that's completely normal.
Absolute fear in this young rookie New Republic officer. He's being jumped on by a little fuzzy creature. He's obviously been sent here by the higher up officers that are watching this go down. He's in his hands is a blaster rifle. He looks and he says, "Okay, the three of you get out of line, and you're with them." He points to Thule.
Because like I've landed on Thule at this point. Hi.
Yeah.
Looks up.
All of you out.
Hey! I've never seen these. I've never seen these people in my life.
Here. Let me leave.
And I poke the back of. Sorry, what was that, Sean?
So it's this 7 foot, 300 pound mass of blubber and muscle does not want to move.
Okay, hang on. I want to roll with this. Go ahead.
I just moved to this space. I'm in line, sir.
Yeah, do you?
So I'm like raising my voice to like the other people around us. I'm like,
Yeah, do you hear this? We've been waiting, and they're just trying to get us out of the line. They're not going to let us on the ships.
and I'm trying to like rile up the crowd.
Oh God!
Let us in. Let us in.
I start chanting.
Is there an insight riot check?
I figured it was just persuasion. But.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
Oh my god!
All right, so that's a 17 total.
17. All right. So as you said here, and Thule's like, I just want to leave, and you start saying, they're not letting us on the ship. You see this older, obviously rich-looking Coruscant individual with his wife. He goes, sweetie, did you hear? They're not letting anyone on the ships. Can you believe that? And you hear someone behind him, one of the merchants, like, what? They're not letting him on the ships? What? And you see the telephone effect.
That what?
And eventually, further back in the line, you start hearing people shout, "Yay, they're not letting us on the ships!" The young New Republic officer is sweating right now. He's actually got his gun shaking. He's like, no, the four of you, come on, right now. I out of line. I gotta check your what is that? Your chain codes. Yes, I gotta check those.
Listen, buddy. Listen. I know you're new here. I can tell you're new. You want to make a good impression. I can calm these people down, but you being here, you being close to them, is not helping things, and you should go back to where you started.
Who are you talking to at that point?
To the Republic
guards.
I thought you were
Please,
talking to me. Yeah, probably not.
Roll persuasion.
All right. Okay, so that's a 21.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
He looks at you. He looks at you, and you just see this look of like fear and like unearned confidence that just crumbles. And he looks at you. He's like, "Look, I don't want to do this job. Like, I signed up to be a pilot. They put me on security. It's like I joined the rebellion. Now I'm a military member. It's like I didn't plan on that."
Good.
It's
a
okay.
pilot.
It's okay.
Let's go.
Look, can you guys look? They're gonna make fun of me. They already hide like my ammo belt. You guys just step out of line and make it look like I'm doing my job.
So
Not a chance in hell.
I'm gonna crawl down to Lee. Sorry, up, and turn around and look at him.
Watch the dorsal. That's not a fin.
Ew.
No, sorry. Which side's the front? Is that
The
dorsal?
front is ventral.
Ventral. Watch the ventral. It's not a fin.
What? And I'll turn back. And I'll just point at his shoes. Unbuckled.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say after their persuasion check, he's right now. He probably believe anything he does. He looks down at his shoes
So
that don't have buckles.
I'm gonna lean down and like fix his shoe. Like, poor guy's a rookie, right?
Yeah.
Fix his shoe. I'm 100% gonna see what his pockets. And then I'm gonna start following him off to the side. So I am apparently an agent of chaos. I did not plan on that ahead of time, but here we are. So I try to reach in his pockets for a natural 20. What is this kid got?
Or sap.
Okay, I get to use my table this mate. You get 2 credits. That's pretty much
I'll take it. That's all he's got.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Uh,
You slide 2 credits out of his last 2 credits.
No, so I'm going to slide 2 credits out. I'm going to look at it and feel bad and put 4 credits in.
Oh my god.
I will give this guy 2 credits.
With a natural 20.
The fucking money fairy.
I mean, I get to do it as a bonus action. So, Jesus, how many credits do I have? 2 less now. All right. And I'll follow him. I go.
Okay.
There you go. You got your man.
I need to check all of you. Give me your arm. Scan gun.
If make go faster. And I just poke, shug in the back of the droid. And just kind of like shove it.
He scans your wrist wide, and you hear the scanner beep. He goes, "Oh,
Well, so as he reaches down to scan my wrist, there's basically the equivalent of like a Pip-Boy on my wrist with all these different modules that can be snapped on and taken off and whatnot. But very clearly no weaponry.
yeah." He scans you, and the scanner actually beeps. He goes, "Oh, you were Imperial recursive species."
It's called slave.
Yeah, you got that one right. Yeah.
He rubs the back of his head. Yeah, you need to go to the back of the line.
What?
And anyone that has Imperial ties, no matter how small, they have to go back to the back of the line. I'm sorry.
What do you define as Imperial ties?
I tied your shoes.
anyone that's had dealings with the Empire, they're sending to the back of the line for questioning.
Buddy, they were the people in charge for the past 15 years. Everyone has ties to the Empire.
Now you know how hard my job is. Everybody's getting sent to the back of the line. There's a lot of
For
mad
yourself.
people.
My eyes get
the
real
Empire.
narrow.
And Thule moves forward with his whatever he needs to get scanned.
As he scans your wrist, you guys hear beep 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 beep.
Oh
As
my
the
God.
scanner goes off, and he goes, the rookie's eyes will like, oh.
Let me guess, back of the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, Tusk,
I don't
don't even
know.
bother. Put the pad away. Let's just all of us. There's no point. Like, it's very obvious that I don't want my shit to be scanned by this guy. I just want to like leave.
The new recruit kind of looks at Thule. Do you know you're a pirate?
Been for a couple weeks now, but thanks anyway.
Oh, okay.
You see this Lerman go full Puss in Boots, like just eyes wide, just dreamy eyed. Pirate.
There is a
Put your
moment.
hand
Sorry, go ahead.
Put your hand on my back to escort me. I'll look like I'm resisting. You'll look great in front of your friends.
I start pushing Thule. like full on lean, my feet are kicking, not going anywhere.
So
There's a moment whenever the like do goes off that Tisk just like eyes it, like takes an eyebrow on, and then just like holds out his little like transponder thing. Is like like for it to be scanned as well.
Yeah, the new recruit scans it, and I hear beep. He goes, "Oh, you were in prison."
That it?
Yeah.
And he like pushes it to scan it again.
Look, Tusk, you're beautiful, but you're not.
Thule
big.
gets the most beeps.
You were
This
Thule
sarcastic
beeps.
match. I love it.
you were in an Imperial prison.
Somebody has more points than Tisk. He's not happy about it.
Yeah. Slave!
All of you have got to go to the back of the line. There should be an investigator back there. He's at me.
Tisk just turns around and like
Oh, good. Yeah, let's
literally
totally
hops
Yeah,
off,
he's
just
gonna
like
ask some questions.
stomping, like very displeased with the whole situation.
Sorry.
Just goes.
Did a lot of explosives.
Oh, I'm still trying to shove Thule the whole way.
You guys leave the poor, confused, possibly crying inside Rookie. As the
About halfway down the hall, I'll turn around and wave and go, bye!
Did he try to escort me, or is he doing his own?
he's
No.
he's doing his own thing, and Watt's pushing you.
Okay. I feel the lightest pressure on my back, and I just assume it's the fucking minion.
It's like on your quad, on your hamstring. Like, that's it.
I was about to say whatever you would consider Watt pushing to be.
Right. And I like roll my shoulder, and it looks like I'm shrugging to like shrug an arm off, and I slowly just shuffle forward.
As the four of you are walking to the back of this ungodly long line that seems to wrap around. It's the first day of a convention trying to get your badges.
We were here,
Yep.
and we were here,
No, see, that's why I'm a vendor.
and we were here, and we were here, and we were here.
As you guys are going, you guys notice that you're catching up with the rumor mill that Shug has started. Now they're not letting
Yes.
us out, and they're charging us credits. No one's
Yeah, they just kicked us out of line.
I'm egging them on as we're going.
and it just adds to it as you guys are traveling down. As you go,
Can I?
What?
No, go ahead.
No, as you're going, you see a lot of the hollow screens start blaring It's the regular jingle of HoloNet News as a news broadcast is being broadcast throughout the station. As you guys are walking, you're hearing this. And the news broadcaster comes and says, "Welcome to HoloNet News. Those of you that are in Covey Station would be happy to hear of the reports. We have actual footage from, let's see here, he's checking his notes. Monument Plaza in Coruscant as the new record number of Imperial officers and ex-stormtroopers swear an oath of allegiance to the New Republic." And you see a scan, obviously a drone scan of just this rank and file Imperial officers still in their uniforms, and some stormtroopers in their dress uniforms, swearing an oath of allegiance to the New Republic as they are swapping over to the new regime. The news broadcaster says, "And Mon Mothma has declared that Imperial holdouts that have refused to sign the Galactic Concordance are now considered war criminals. This is a article of added to the Galactic Concordance that not a lot of the Imperial Senate are happy about, and we will have discussions on that in the upcoming weeks. But on the lighter side of news, we would like to announce the 1-year anniversary album of the famous singer Max Rebo for his upcoming album celebrating his survival of the sail barge travesty that happened on the Dune Sea of Tatooine that sadly took the life of known crime lord Jabba the Hutt. His album,
Max is the man.
His self-titled album From the Ashes I Rose, Max Rebo has sold out record numbers in the Outer Rims. He's
the best Israeli I ever heard.
The Hutt clans are not happy about this, and apparently the album has been banned on Nal Hutta and Nar Shaddaa. So that is HoloNet News for you today, and the chime goes off.
Yeah, the Hutts too.
Fascinating.
What'd you say about the Hutt's little thing? And he looks down to the little ball floating in the droid.
Who, me?
Yeah. I thought I heard you say something.
I buzz around. I'm like, can something that large even say something like me? God damn.
I could dribble you like a basketball.
I'm sure you could. I'd prefer if you didn't. You're a beauty. Look, you are just a mass of person.
So I'm sure I didn't hear you say anything about the Hutts.
I was talking about Max Rebo. He's the man.
Right.
The best Jizwell out there. Best one I've ever heard.
And I continue my shuffling.
That is what I said out loud.
Okay. I thought you said that in response to the Hutts. I'm sorry.
No.
I thought you said he's the man in response to Jabba the Hutt.
No, Max Rebo.
There's going to be some contention already. Let's do it.
So, as you guys are continuing down, anybody that is keeping an ear out for possible rumors going about in this throng of people, roll me.
Oh, for sure. Oh, fuck.
I am tugging on Thule's sleeve, trying to get his attention.
Many small creatures. What is it?
What's a hot?
It's a big slug.
Yes, something that should be sprinkled with salt and left to rot.
Well, I would eat it, but that's personal preference.
I have heard of this delicacy of escargot. It could be delicious.
Perception. I'm too distracted by my new friends, so I got a fucking 2.
Perception for me, since I'm just kind of huffing in the front while everybody else is carrying on about things, is a 19 total.
All right. Anybody else roll this test? Sure. Okay.
I am absolutely infatuated with this worldly, wise, and personable character that is Thule.
Right. As you guys are continuing, you see a lot of refugees that are moving Tisk, you overhear a couple of things that are mentioned in the crowd as you guys are walking in the opposite direction of where people are coming from. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about the station being locked down. A lot of people are alarmed. A lot of people are speculating that it's due to Imperial activity on the station itself. They, of course, as you already know, the New Republic is stopping anyone with Imperial ties, sending them to the back of the line for questioning. And there is a couple of people that mentioned that there's a Duros in the market that's selling clean chain codes.
What's a Duros? Sorry, is that a species?
Yes.
Okay.
Trying to think of one that there's not, like, you see them on screen, but they're not any like, fucking Cad Bane is a Duros. Do you know Cad Bane?
The
bounty hunter.
The like big hat bounty hunter with like.
Oh yeah.
That's
Blue
Duros.
skin,
The blue.
Yep.
Yeah, blue skin. Sorry,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Cat Bane is exactly who popped up when I typed in Duros, and that's exactly I recognize that. Okay. Terrible with names for future reference, so typically Cat Bane would not have done anything for me.
So hearing the whispers that there's possible Imperials like on station, that Tisk like just is like in a huff, just like going, and then just stops and like looks around trying to find who said it, like who it was that was specifically talking about that, out of just like the din of what all I'm hearing about.
You see this, like, obviously, middle class father with his two kids and wife. And he was looking over at her, and this is who you said. It should be. I think Imperials are present on the station. That's the only reason this lockdown could be happening.
I take like 2 steps and I'm just like towering over this dude. And I look down. There's a Imperials.
Roll an intimidation check.
It's not the intent, but I'm just being me.
However this works out, whatever the kid's reaction is, Watt is with the kids reacting identically.
So that is 2 minus 1 for 1.
So, hey, you shock him, but he looks and goes,
Oh, this guy really hates Imperials. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know. It's a rumor.
Hey, I'm sorry. My friend comes on a little strong here. Can you repeat what you just said?
I don't know if it's true or not. They were talking about it in the market. They said that last time they had a lockdown like this was a couple of weeks ago, and it was when some Imperial officer was trying to leave Coruscant through the station. So I put 2 and 2 together and got 2 credits, and maybe I'm right. I don't know.
What about the chain codes?
No, never mind. Sorry, I didn't hear him say anything.
Yeah, as soon as there was Imperials mentioned being on here, I say nothing about the chain codes.
That's fine. Yeah. Ignore me.
So down with the kids.
Kids are just looking at their dad.
So, like, is it a brother and sister, or brothers or sisters?
Two brothers, and they're obviously they're kids in a queue. An adult. They don't understand what's going on. They're not in queue for a ride. They're
Everything sucks.
Everything sucks. You see that their data pad is on its last bar, and they're just
the one in the middle looks over, or the one like closest to the parents looks over at his brother, and then looks back, and then he looks over, and I'm there, and the brother's like one space further, and just shit-eating grin, Cheshire cat.
He looks at you, and he looks a little scared. He's like, "Hi."
What?
He hands his hand up.
Hi, Jared.
Watch. We need to keep moving. You blend in marvelously with the children, but this is not the back of the line.
Listen, we don't need all of that. Jerks instructions. Getting to the back of the line's not going to solve our problems here. What we all really want, I think, is to get off the station. Yeah, it's not going to happen in the line.
If there are Imperials,
Just looking for
I would
work.
like to kill them and take their ship.
I really like that line of thinking, and I think
I thought I liked
he does too.
So as you guys are having this conversation in front of this poor innocent family,
Loud in front of the family.
Mother has
complete
hands over
disregard
the
for these
children,
people.
and like pulling the children back into the line. The father is like sidestepping in front of his family.
and Juan is still in the mix. So I'm like, while they're moving away, I'm pointing at Juan. I'm like, and
That one is absolutely mental. He'll do whatever we want.
I'm like bundled up with the mom until she realizes it and then pushes me out. And the next thing the kids see of Watt is Watt on top of Thule waving.
So you guys continue down this line. Eventually, the line has completely wrapped around half the station, and it's towards the end. It's pretty much wrapped into the market of the station. It's wrapped around so much around the convention, it's in the dealer's room.
And we were here. And we were here. And I think we just passed this one.
I'm trying to like usher them off to the side, like a side hallway or something, so we can have a conversation. But if you're driving us to that, I can keep following
it's
along.
Your galaxy, guys. You wanna stop and talk to them?
We'll make a space if you want to talk, small one.
Yeah, that'd be good. But don't make a scene.
Yeah, small one.
Don't make a scene. A giant well.
That's exactly yeah. I don't know what I just said.
Scene.
So similar to the scene in The Princess Bride, where they're trying to pick their way through the market.
Everybody!
Thule finds a space that's set off from the main area, like a corner where like a couple teens might hang out, like drink beer or something with their parents not knowing. I don't know. And I need you to move.
Everybody spreads out, and you're able.
I'd hate to see what him making a scene looks like.
Everybody spreads out, and you guys are able to get into a little alcove within the marketplace. You're basically in the little vending machine area. You guys got little colorful vending machines that are doing that.
When you say, I wonder what making a scene would look like, you see Thule smile at you and reach back and grab his mace. There's this huge vibro mace strung across his back.
What the fuck is a vibro mace? What the fuck?
Would you prefer a scene?
I am straight up thinking like a power mace from Warhammer, just this monstrous thing crackling with fury.
The vibro engine runs the head of the mace.
So I'm like, whoa, listen. I think you and I both want to direct that to the Imperials.
Also accurate.
Fucking Hitachi.
That doesn't affect library.
That is a vibro mace. Yep, that's the one version.
Oh, I cracked myself up for that one.
God damn. I appreciate you all drawing my attention back to Discord so that I can.
Gift has 3 settings of yes, and yes.
He's got a 2-handed Hitachi strapped to his back.
God damn it, Bill. We fucking
Two-handed Hitachi one. You do not want to meet the woman this pleases.
I was like, it's a Hitachi. And then Sean's like, oh, thank you for directing me back to chat. And I'm like, what? Great mind, Bill. Great minds.
Oh,
Wait.
Oh, fuck.
okay.
We're fine. Totally
That's
professional.
Hey, textbook D&D.
Right?
So,
Dungeons and clit jokes. Dick jokes. I don't know. Something like that.
One or the other.
Short answer, yes.
Yeah, but it's an
So
investigation.
at this point, I'm literally still like perched, like almost sitting like a cat on Thule's back.
But there is no little man in the canoe, Bill.
It's a little gnome in the cave. All right, so you guys are standing in basically the vending machine alcove in the market. You get the sounds of the various different drink machines, one snack machine that are chirping in you guys' ears. You have your seclusion, if at that.
Thule creates like a wall himself with the three of you all in front of him.
I pull out the equivalent of a pack of gum that I stole from one of the kids and offer it.
No.
I would like a piece. Thank you.
Give you the whole pack.
Blowing out your blowhole.
Right, a gum bubble comes out of my blowhole and pops all over what? It's deliciously refreshing.
So I'll look at Shogun and go, what?
Yeah, that's your name.
No, what?
Yeah, I'm getting there. So I can see that all of us have similar motives. We want to get off the space station. Yeah.
And hunt
don't-
here.
You want to.
Except might be able to.
So you don't like the Imperials?
Hi, Gillian.
Sorry.
And you,
I point to Thule.
you're look at you. You're just a beautiful specimen of. You really don't like the Imperials, and you're a pirate. Did I hear that right?
I used to make a living sinking elitist what are they called? Something yachts.
Space
Is the
yachts.
Space yachts is the type of ship model that they are. So, yes. Hondo left me here. Do you know Hondo? You seem like you would know Hondo.
I go out of my way to avoid Hondo, but yes, we have met.
You're smart.
And you said he left you here.
He's an asshole.
That's
Yes.
yeah, yes.
I beat him in Dejarik, and he didn't pay and left without me.
That's pretty classic Hondo. Yeah.
So I'm told.
Yep, checks out. Yep.
Well, my name is Shug, and you all.
I am Thule.
Before no, I just like hold my hand up to a watch. I was like, no.
I just put my hand up, waiting, and I just see you like lowering my hand.
Totally and Tisk and what? Shug. I think this is a team. I've been looking for a team. This is a nice little team we got here. What?
Are you named Tisk because you make bad choices? My mother would look at me and say tisk, tisk, tisk whenever I broke something in the house.
I pull off a grenade and I click it on and go disc disc as it beeps disc, disc, up until like right before it should explode, and then I turn it back off.
What a fun game that was.
That's
Does that
that's
answer your
the
question?
game. And Thule, not backing down from a game, pulls out one of his own grenades and beeps it. Tisk, tisk, tisk. When do I turn it off?
And like it's about to go, and just like puts a claw up and like stops it.
So you
That
all
is the game. And
that shuts
Thule puts
off.
it back.
I'm sorry, Thule, please continue.
No, you're good. Thule says, "Oh, that is the game," and then puts his grenade back.
So
Now I know the rules.
now that it's silent, you hear and you see me holding a detonator that I took out of your pocket There's only the little detonator core, right?
Right.
There's no like thermal detonator or anything
Yeah.
crazy. And I have it out and it's beeping, and I'm holding it up like I did a good thing.
That's cute.
Then there's a like deep throat like clicking sound that comes across as something like a laugh. Good.
Oh God, it's terrifying.
And just pick the detonator cord back up, then click it back off and stuff it back in my pouch.
As you
Shook
pick
hands
it
with
up,
it.
And I just pat.
as you pick it up, you notice that the core is missing. It's just the noise and the trigger.
Shook
What?
having an
If you
aside
were-
to himself. He's like,
Can I find a better team? No. I don't think I have many options here.
The camera is like on you, like it's an episode of The Office.
yeah.
What if you were not a sentient being? You would make a fun pet.
What?
Yes, that is your name, Watt. Good job.
I just kind of scratch my head and then
I-
sit back down.
I look back towards the. So, find Imperials.
So yeah, thank you. Let's take stock of what we got here. You like explosives
I just kind of gesture.
and you don't like Imperials, right? Any other skills you can offer? Okay, I'll come back to you. You think about it, and
I just kind of I gesture down towards the like blaster vibroblade and this like chakram sitting on my belt.
Mhm.
Just in general. So as a bounty hunter, would I have any kind of I don't know? Do bounty hunters carry any kind of like specific credentials or anything along those lines on them to like designate them as such? I can't remember if that's a thing or not.
Are you
It
in
depends
the
if you're
Yeah,
in the
pretty
guild or
much.
not. Yeah, yeah.
You would probably be in the guild. Yeah.
I've been actively working as a bounty hunter since I got out of prison, so probably
Yeah.
just for the sake of getting jobs and like actually working that in the process.
We'll
So
say, you're a guild.
yeah, so I would pull out like a small little like a data pad and click it on, and it would bring up.
a bounty hunter. Yeah, excellent. And our pirate friend here.
Yes,
But what
I
is it
serve.
that, you do?
I punch holes in ships. But I have also been a technician. I have also been a pilot. I am very strong. Would you like me to show you?
That's not necessary. Let's save it for the Imperials. I believe every word. And dare I
If you
ask,
say so.
So as you look up at Watt, he is not paying attention at all. But what you do notice is he is currently disassembling the communicator that he stole off the Imperial officer. He has completely disassembled it, right? We'll just pretend he had a spare. Completely disassembled it into useless parts. And his Pip-Boy like contraption on his arm is flipped open, and there's a screen on it that has just readouts running left and right. And I start basically taking the parts in pieces and modifying it into the little Pip-Boy. And as you watch, you see like an ion charge. Like you notice an ion emitter for an ion blast cantrip. There's a shield emitter on it, and then I flip it back close and I look over at you and I hand you back something I stole off of you that you didn't even notice. Just
Me?
like some like a keychain or something, some innocuous thing that you didn't even notice I took from you.
what is this? What does it do?
It was yours.
Did you modified it or
No.
sorry, I
Short
thought you were-
version, I showed you that I'm very techie.
Yeah.
And also very sneaky.
So let's talk about our Imperial ties. You were, as you said, a slave. Sorry about that. Very important. And Tisk.
There's a moment of Tisk just there's just like shifting of teeth of like whether or not Tisk really wants to respond to this. I
really like you. We're gonna get along great. I can already tell.
Prison.
I see. And Thule.
There were many wealthy imperialists who extorted my people. I sank their ships. They called me a pirate.
Noted. Well, I say we find these Imperials that seem to be on the station and we take their ship.
I would like to take this moment to point out that I appreciate you doing the talking, but I did get the most beeps, and I win. And he looks at Tisk.
Well,
and smiles.
They didn't scan mine, but that's neither here nor there.
Not playing counts as forfeiting. Ask any gambler.
Tisk looks back and like narrows beady eyes. For now.
I look forward to making mischief with you. Let's earn more beeps.
You need more points.
Jesus Christ. Bill, you don't have to gamify it. We already gamified it for you.
It's literally their religion.
It's true.
It is absolutely true.
Their religion is a good place, but in the opposite direction. Alright, so as you're sitting here and you see the market is starting to get filled with people as the line obviously looks like it's being ran in the reverse as people are being sent from the front to the back. Very annoyed, very angry people filling up the market as this is the end of the line. A lot of people milling about that are complaining. One person says, I don't see what the problem is. Just because I sold fuel to the Empire doesn't mean I was a collaborator. Channel Richard Nixon.
I'm not a crook. Well, thank you, Nixon. We all wear wiretaps on our wrists now, apparently.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I'll raise a hand.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Do you want me to go look?
So what do we say that we meet back here in 10 minutes and we go canvass the area, talk to some friends, find where we might find these Imperials.
There's just like a cock of the head. Like he just does not understand what that word is.
It's just a suggestion. Go talk to people.
I'm assuming friends is like crewmates, Tisk?
Crewmates that don't betray you and leave you behind for dead.
We'll see.
So as this conversation is evolving, Lot's already gone. I rolled an 18 for my stealth to just
Blend in.
poof. No, to leave them without them noticing. Like, you guys don't even notice me leave, and then I disappear into the crowd, and I'm heading towards the back where the questioner should be to see what I can find out about that, and then returning.
So you do see that there are. Get back to you. What were you saying there?
No, it's okay. You can do him.
No. So as you are getting into the market, there's no real organization to it. You just see a pool of people, several people, angry, upset. As you're working your way through it, like walking through legs, everyone, no one really paying attention to you. You're the cat in the alley. Several people that are just straight up complaining. One's like, Well, I had dinner with an Imperial moth once, and apparently that makes me a collaborator, and I have to stand here now and talk to this New Republic officer. And you do see that there are 4 New Republic security droids that are flanking one individual. This Targaryen, I think I pronounced the race correctly. Ahsoka's race. Togruta.
Togruta.
This Togruta male that's standing there in pressed, brand New Republic uniform with a data pad, speaking to this one obviously rich couple from Coruscant, and he says, "So let me get this straight. You own factories on Canto Bight, and you sold weapons to the Empire." And yes, it was just business. I'm not a war profiteer or anything like that. I don't understand. Well, the investigator looks at him and says, "Why are you running from Coruscant?" So, pick up. Back to you.
Okay. Wait, back to me or back to Gabe?
What game?
Julie will.
I'm going to observe that for a minute. And then, if possible, I'm going to steal everything in this man's pockets. The Imperial sympathizer, specifically.
The war profiteer.
Yeah. And
No, he does this. It's not war profiteer.
Yeah.
Watt would like to disagree. And then after he's gone, I'm going to go talk to the dude.
Okay. So, back to show.
So I wait to make sure that Thule and Tisk understand the assignment.
Does Turley and Tisk understand the assignment to the best of their abilities?
You're muted,
Tully's
brother.
actually very intelligent. He has followed along everything.
Yeah, no, I knew that, but I just wanted, I'm just making sure that people are following directions.
I'm the
basically.
one you have to worry about.
Similarly,
No,
like,
well aware.
Tisk doesn't talk well, and is very terse in responses.
Mm-hmm.
But it is very clear that Tisk understands very clearly. There is unquestionably an intelligence in Tisk's shifty little gaze about things as well. So,
Excellent. And in that case, Bill, I want to float off. I want to look specifically for people that might have shopped with me or that I know are slightly crooked that might have information. And I would like to use an investigation check to do that.
Yeah. Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
As you're kind of flying above everybody's heads, looking around.
It's an 18.
From the bottom, he just looks like a droid, doesn't he?
Probably.
As you are flying around this market, you do notice that a lot of people, not a lot of shopping going on. So a lot of vendors are pretty much pissed at these angry people that are being shoved into their market and shopping. You do notice that of all the merchants that you see, one you're familiar with, he might not like you, but you're familiar with him. He's one of the merchants you've undercut.
Shit. Well.
A Ugnaught named Doty.
Oh no. I don't want to talk to him.
Not.
Is there anybody else?
That's pretty much what you're saying. He's standing there.
Fine.
You just hear the hydro spanner, the crank as he's tightening the leg of the droid.
Can I? I'm gonna tell him how to do his job.
Nice.
What
This
kind
is
of
how
check
we
do you?
make friends.
I'm gonna roll a technology check. I'm actually trying to be helpful, but it's gonna come. I feel like it's gonna come off very poorly.
Especially with the new.
Is that a technology roll, or what do you want me to do?
Yeah, go ahead. What skill do you think you should? And explain why.
So I'm like, I want to be persuasive, but I can tell that he's doing it wrong, and my ability to suppress the actually you need to do this is I can't do that. So I'm just gonna roll technology. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Alright, so as you sit here and you correct him, his hydro splinter cranking stops, and he freezes. And he turns his head as if he recognizes your voice. What are you doing in my shop?
Well, trying to get off station, which I thought might bring you some joy, and was hoping you might have some advice.
You are an ass, I have spoken.
Yep.
No disagreements here.
He kind of turns.
I'm just kind of like wait expectantly.
His shoulders slump. What do you need? If it's to get you off the station, what do you need?
Information.
The ship.
Clean chain codes. A couple thousand credits.
I keep listing things as they occur to me.
Of course, you're criminal. You would like to clean.
You want to know my Imperial tie, bud? You want to know what it is? I stole from them, and now they're after me.
You just see him point with his little little grubby hand. He just straight up points at an alley off the market. There's a Duro selling chain codes.
Thank you. And by the way, the awful models that motivated, just check it. It tends to go back quickly.
He's selling chain codes unspoken.
I love this so much.
That's fine. So I'll take off. I think I said like we're gonna meet back at the vending machine area, so I'll head back there. Actually, no, I want to zoom over and see if I can see the Duros, and then I'll head back to the vending area.
As Shook is heading towards the alleyway, Tisk and Thule, what are you guys doing?
So Tully's, go ahead.
So being with a bounty hunters guild, Tisk would, if there is any place on station, that's like a specific place that bounty hunters are, or there's contacts or anything along those lines.
Is there a guild headquarters?
Is there any like guild specific place on station?
With Covey Station being a smaller station, there wouldn't be a headquarters per se, but there would be direct lines through public communications to other planets. You would have a direct line to the closest sector of a guild.
Okay. I'd like to go to whether it's pulling it up on the net or whatever that communication is. I would like to reference my contacts and see if there's any additional information that they have of Imperial activity on Covey Station.
Okay. So as you get up, and there's a few people in line for that basically is the intergalactic payphone. They're all yelling. You see this one really, really young individual. He's like, "But Daddy, I'm stuck on the station. You have to send help." And
oh my god.
Eventually, someone hangs up next to him, and you're able to grab a communicator.
Okay. Yeah. So whatever that process looks like, I would reach out to try and see what information maybe there is.
You've been on Covey Station off and on, as you said, for a while now. You've made calls from these kiosks constantly. Something new happens you haven't seen before. As you're about to complete the call, you see a blue screen pops up, on the communicator that says, "Your call will be recorded by New Republic IB." Do you accept this? Click yes or no.
Switch.
I press a fat reptilian finger on yes, and begrudgingly so, but
so the communication goes through, and it's text based, being the quickest form of communication in the galaxy, because sometimes being from district to district, the video and the audio can be a little spotty, as Andor shows. So text based readout, it says Bounty Hunters Guild contact reached, query, question mark.
Starting to like speak in gauche instead of in basic, and it starts to flow much more casually. I'm not going to try and replicate that myself, but there's just growls and clicks and grunts and whatnot that just start going in rapid fire as I start querying for any and all information of Imperial activity that the guild has heard of on Covey Station.
As you start like growling and grunting, and you see the very rich, obviously spoiled brat beside you looks at you in fear. He's like, "Daddy, there are beasts on this station."
Oh my god!
As I just kind of like give a look over, and there's just a big toothy grin that forms on like that half of the face while I keep talking.
You actually get a readout back that yes, there has been reports, unsubstantiated rumors of unproven rumors of Imperial activity on Covey Station that has incited a lockdown by New Republic IB.
Any specifics of like what that activity might be or where it might have been focused?
A number of individuals, possible 3
Names are great.
3 to 4 Imperial members, Imperial holdouts that have escaped Coruscant.
Okay.
Whether they're together or working separate is unknown.
You said 3 to 4 holdouts? Any specific names? Any information on how long they think that they have been here?
At least a day, and it does. The contact does state that they are updating the bounty hunter database as they get information.
Okay. I hang up and we'll check back in later.
All right, Thule, what you do?
And I head back.
So Thule has spent most of his weeks here wallowing in the bar and hustling people for money at different games that he has become familiar with. And he will go into whatever bar is, or I don't know, den of sin is available to him nearby.
Now, the actual there's a little there's like a little Twi'lek bar on the other side of the station, but within the market there's a bunch of little like noodle shops that are kind of set up little like street food places.
Okay.
I'm glad to stop at. But you do see Oodles of Noodles, which is a Rhodian run noodle stand that is nearby. You've actually talked to this guy before.
Okay. Do I have a good rapport with this guy? Like, because I eat so many noodles, or do I hustle this guy?
I'll say, I won't say that you hustle this guy. You actually enjoy his food, so you really keep good reviews.
Okay. Well, that changes how I was going to approach things. So I'll shuffle up. Hello. I do love the smell of so many oodles of noodles.
Ah, Tuli, how you doing?
Don't go to the competitor, Oodles and Company. They're not as good.
Hey, I do have
am
a new noodle recipe. It's named after Covey Station. It's a little meteor. You get it?
That was good. Just like your noodles. I
Can you tell me
am
what's going
hungry.
on? Why are there so many mad people? It's like angry people don't eat.
I don't ask this often, but I would like to order off menu.
If it's you, Tuli, last time you ordered off menu, it's
I promise not to eat all of your noodles this time.
All right. The last
I think
was just broth.
I have flashbacks to Parks and Rec where Ron Swanson's character is like, I want you to understand me, boy. I don't want some bacon. I want all the bacon. I am hungry for information and a way off this rock.
Tuli, I know you've been. I like you. I like you being here. I mean, you keep eating, and I can feed my 12 kids. But I understand you've been here a while. You want to leave. That's fine. No skin off my horse.
I am happy to support your children whenever I stop by.
Well, what do you need?
I hunger for the blood of Imperials. Have you seen any?
Jesus Christ.
You know, that would make a good dish. I do have some Caribbean bloodworms. So.
I would love to try that as well. Oh, never mind.
I've heard rumors. There's some Imperials on station. I mean, that would explain why these blueberries got a wild hair up their ass. But
They have seen that I am a pirate, and they do not like it, and they have shuffled me here with the rest of these ne'er-do-wells. I apologize for them filling your market with such.
That's not good to me. Well, I'll tell you what.
If I can find the Imperials, they may let me out.
I'll tell you, if I was an Imperial and I was on the station and I rolled high in my intelligence check like I just did,
That is the types of game I like to play.
I try to get a new chain code if it was me. Try to get through the New Republic scanners that way. You know, that's funny because you think about it. The Empire's the ones that came up with this chain code, and they're screwing themselves.
I'm not flexible enough to have screwed myself, but I do like the idea of this chain code. It seems valuable.
I do have some questions, but not to ask him.
Oh my god.
The type of blowjob I offer you would not enjoy.
Oh, hey, sorry, kids. Didn't need to hit.
Oh, and Tuli leans over the stand and sees the kids. My apologies, children. I did not mean to speak so roughly.
It's okay. They're the cheapest labor. That's the reason my wife and I keep having them.
And here, my nana just used me to change the station.
But I'll tell you what, there's this Duros, he's in the back alley. I think he's selling these chain codes. I honestly don't know where he's getting them because from what I hear, it's hard to make it.
That's most interesting, and I feel myself becoming very full. Thank you.
Any time to hey, don't be a stranger. I know you're not gonna want to come back here once you get off this place because you've been here so long. I'm gonna miss you. I don't do Takeout in the Galaxy, but I try for you.
When I have my own ship, I will visit often.
All right, there we go. Hopefully everything works out for you. You're a
Yes.
welcome man.
I'm a man of a whale. Bye.
Alright, so back to game. What? Give me a sleight of hand check with advantage. Because this guy is pissed yelling at the New Republic officer, not paying attention to the little fuzzy learner behind.
Beautiful. Sleight of hand. Advantage.
That'll do it.
Natural 20. I want everything.
Okay, as you are sitting here, you're literally going with a natural 20, and he's yelling at this New Republic investigator about his ties to the Empire and how he was strictly doing business, even though he was selling disintegration ammo to several planets of indigenous species. You are able to apparently he's full of it, because as much as he's appearing to be rich, you gather 2 single credits off of him. However,
Right back to 100. Nailed it.
However, you do get a encrypted data pad.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Fun. Okay. Whenever he's done, I want to go up to the quote blueberry.
About the time you are slipping the data pad, and it's a big data pad. It's not a little one. It's almost like iPod size. You are with a 20. You are like pulling it right out.
Yeah.
Like you.
It's literally sticking out of my shirt. Nobody notices.
Yeah, nobody's paying attention as he storms off, and you see the investigator. His resolve and his stoic face kind of cracks a little bit as he's not even noticing you at his feet. And he's just like, oh, God.
Yep.
He kind of looks at you a moment, holds a finger up. Lerman?
I'm going to look at him. Are there any visible marks on him that would indicate having lived a similar life as mine? For example, there's like a burn mark on the side of Watts from a collar.
No, you don't see that, but I will say, give me a perception check.
Got it. Oh no. Not proficient. Skill. 4.
Because I've really been failing. You don't notice anything like that sticks out, but you do notice one thing. Growing up in a very close household and farming community, you saw your father's hands. He worked his whole life as a laborer, working in the fields. Dirt just doesn't come out from your fingernails most of the time. You see, when you look at this investigator, you see the hands of someone that was working hard. Very scarred, knuckles swollen. This wasn't his first job.
I want to help.
That's kind of a big ask, little guy. What exactly are you trying to help with?
Find your Imperials.
Oh. Yeah, we'd love that.
Imagine getting bitched at every single person you've talked to the entire day, and then this little lemur person walks up and is like, I want to help solve your problems. Like, this guy has got to be fucking just stunned. You fucking what?
Yeah. Do you have talents finding people? Or you're not about it, right? By trade?
No trade. And I'll pull back the collar of my vest and show the burn mark and the ring.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he definitely looks at it. You actually see a pop kind of softness to his face when you see it. It's like, oh. a species. Yeah, I get it. Alright, so you're a little guy. If you hear anything, just let us know. That's how you can help out a lot.
Where would they hide?
Among these people, we've set the net up to catch them. You can't get off planet. They can't get off the station without their chain. Either way, even if they try to go back to Coruscant, they're not going to get out of here by having the chain code scanned.
Won't work.
Maybe it won't work.
They get away.
How would they get away?
They know the collars, chains, make them.
He looks very confused, like he doesn't know what you're saying.
The jovial, like cutting up, etc., that Watt has given until this moment is gone. I find them, I can leave.
Why were you sent back here? Oh. Military's not a scalpel with a broadsword. I got you.
That's good.
It's a flamethrower.
I'll make you a deal. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. If you can help us apprehend these Imperials, yeah, I'll see if I can get you a ticket off station. I'll put you on the ship myself.
Hold out my hand. And I will go back into the crowd and go back to where my newfound allies were, and I'm going to crack this tablet.
Okay. Back to Shug. Shug, you are flying down this alley, and you see, towards the end of the alley, you see a hooded figure. Not a big brimmed hat, but like kind of a large hat over it. Sitting on a box, but sitting to where his knees are kind of up to his chest, and he's kind of resting on his knees. Any other person would think this is just a hopeless thing on the station.
Got it. I'm just taking note of where he is, then I'm heading back to the vending area.
Alright, so everybody's gotten their information, you had your little bits. Eventually, you guys make it back to the vending area where you first met, and you guys see Watt kind of with a data pad on his knees.
There's a like stylus in my hand, and I don't remember what this was from. But I'm like flipping it back and forth and tapping it, and there's a cord going from it to the contraption on my arm, and I would love to use my slicer's kit to try to get into this.
Give me, with using your slicer's kit and just how this is military encryption, give me disadvantage.
Okay.
I will say, yeah, just do disadvantage.
I'll take that. 17.
Okay. You get very close to cracking it, but you learn one thing. This is you didn't erase it with the roll you had, but enough of failures. This has a dead safe switch on it where it will erase itself.
As I'm in it, there's like My art. Yeah, my art. So he's got like this headband on, goes to an earpiece kind of thing, and it looks like almost like an mic, like Han and Luke wore in the guns of the Falcon. And in the glint off a little lens on there, you see the fucking Matrix on the data pad, like what's in the back end of it. And there's a fuck.
This thing's got layers and layers of encryption. If he was an arms dealer, it makes sense to you.
Do I gain enough of an understanding of it that if I try again later, may not be as difficult?
Yes.
Okay.
If you take a little bit of time studying it in game terms, it might reduce the DC.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Okay. So, everybody's back together by the vending machine. You see another one, a little chime goes off. You know, it's time for second meal. Would you like a drink?
Yes. So you all come back as I'm like finishing this up.
Okay.
Hey, it's the team. Good work. What we got?
Farm Imperials on station. Been here day, maybe 2, 3 to 4 possible targets.
Oh, we got a real hunt on our hands. Nice.
May
I
find
checked in.
more later, but for now, that's it.
Tuli?
I checked in with oodles of noodles and did not eat the noodles, but instead satiated my hunger on information that there is someone selling clean coats. What are they called? I'm sorry.
Chain
Clean
codes.
jackets. Chain codes. Sorry. Someone selling clean chain codes in a general direction. I'm sorry, there's a small Turglic child slapping my face.
You guys do see like a bored child has walked over to the area. It's like
Yeah, I had the same thing, and I went over and checked him out. He's right over there. What?
Oh, you found the Doros?
Yeah, he's over in that alley over there.
Good to know.
But I had to come back and check in with the team before we make a decision, because I have some ideas, and I'd love to hear what thinks.
Tickles me that you stumbled over that.
That I what?
No, what thinks? The Republic thinks there are Imperials. I stole this from one.
From an Imperial?
Yeah.
How do you know?
He said so.
Okay.
Made
What's
guns.
in there?
I don't
An arms dealer.
I don't know. It'll take time.
Okay.
And you see, like, I reach over and press a button on the little, like, wrist brace thing, and the wire that was connecting it to the tablet or the data pad just spools back in.
So you don't lose it. That's fucking smart.
Yeah, you know?
Well, don't all speak at once, but I have an idea if you'd like to hear it.
What?
We can buy chain codes from this Duros and spend thousands of credits that I imagine we don't have. Or we can lie in wait for the Imperials to come buy those chain codes from that Duros and then
Now we're
Spent all my money on noodles, and I would like to apprehend the Imperials.
Bam. See, we apprehend the Imperials, hand them over to the Republic. We're the heroes. They let us go.
Get noodles.
Sure, I'll
I'll
buy
show you the best noodle place.
He said he would buy me a ticket.
Who said what?
Soldier. And I point back down the way.
You get off station.
Yes.
Does that deal extend to the whole team?
What?
I told you we're a team. This is a group assignment. We're friends.
I'm told that friends are like crew members who do not betray or leave others behind.
Yeah, what he said.
Surely you would not leave us behind, what?
And it's like the first real serious look you've seen on Watt's face. Huh. No
What?
more leaving behind.
I'm getting real Stitch vibes right now. Oh, hi, name is Bobby.
I struggled not to make that fucking joke.
So what I'm picking up here is that we're gonna go talk to your friend, the soldier, and make a deal for the whole team, and then we're gonna go find some Imperials. Yeah, Tisk, Tully.
There's just a big toothy grin. And that same, like, clicking, laughing sound.
I look over everybody and I settle back on Watt, or on Shug, excuse me. Do you know encryption?
Like, can I hack into that?
Yeah.
I'll take a look, but it's not my specialty.
Then no.
Droids, weapons. I might be able to tell you about the datapad. Might be helpful.
Hang on 1 second.
I will have to break for bedtime stuff soon.
Yeah, let's
Let's go ahead and
you want to take a break?
Is that okay?
Yep, and I'll pause the recording and we'll be back. And welcome back. Alright, so kids are put to sleep. And we're ready to continue. As we last left off, you guys were being shared the idea, the brainstorm that she had about possibly waiting for the Imperials to come by chain codes, as well as the possibility of talking to the New Republic investigator yourselves and working out a deal for the entire group. So, yet again, the galaxy is yours.
So I think Gabe had to get a step away. We were in the middle of a conversation, I think. What was happening? Oh, you were asking me about the datapad.
Yeah, and you said it's not your thing, and then I said no.
Bill, is there... So I have this racial thing that's like detail-oriented, and I get advantage on investigation checks within 5 feet of me, of things within 5 feet of me. Is there anything I can tell him about that type of datapad that that would be useful or help him with?
Roll me a on-site investigation check just to identify the type of data pad. It's not the
Okay. So I get to roll with advantage, but that first roll was a nat 20. So okay, yeah. So total would be a what is it? Investigation 26.
So as you're holding it up, as he's absentmindedly holding it up, it's like, oh yeah, I got a hold of this. Nat 20. You instantly recognize what that is. That is a SIB pad.
SIB. Wait, what does that stand for? Like Imperial Intelligence? Okay. Hey, you know what that is you're holding, right?
Yeah.
That's an Imperial Intelligence
Sorry,
data
not
pad.
SIB, ISB.
ISB. That's okay. Yeah.
My eyes get real narrow.
You get caught with that, and you're going back in the cage, friend. Just be very careful flashing that around.
Immediately sit down and try to hack it again.
Did you get a good look at the guy?
Yeah.
Where?
So I'm sitting down to try to hack it. And I will scamper up onto Tisk's shoulders and see if I can spot him.
All right, roll me a perception check.
Not my strong suit. But be able to. 11.
Humans, they all look alike.
He's somewhere.
They don't have fur. Can't tell. They all smell the same.
You say, if see.
I will say if I see.
When we find Imperial, do we turn them in or do we break first? Break them first. Sorry.
Maybe we break him. Maybe we break him a little bit, and then, but mostly they need to be, alive, and
Is
preferably
there
able to walk.
So this station was once held in Imperial hands, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to look around for the familiar points of security and find the camera system, if there is a CCTV.
All right, roll me a perception check.
While he's rolling
Nope.
that, I look at Thule. Depends. Sometimes bait gets more points.
I'll say this.
I didn't realize we were fishing.
Because in
Like fishing.
here at the Fieverdans, we believe in failing up. You do spot the cameras, but with your perception being so low, they are in disrepair.
I will be back.
Uh,
No.
Hey,
No. Come. And I just start scampering through the crowd.
and there he goes. All right. Hey, Tully, you want to do that thing again?
But
When you say when you say come, who are you talking to? Are you talking to the groups or like?
So Thule, Jesus, Watt was about to run off on his own again, and then he paused himself and then just told the group to follow him.
Like as you jump down, Tisk just like takes a claw, grabs you by the scruff, puts you back on the shoulder, says "Show," and like as you like point him where to go.
So I'll like reposition myself. So I'm almost like riding on your shoulders like a kid would, and I'm holding these.
One grenade in one hand, one grenade in another.
No, I'm like you're a lizard, so you probably don't have ears, but like I'm holding where your ears are, right, and I'm steering you, to go through the crowd, and
Go for
I'm
it.
leading you all the way to the back of the crowd where the Republic security guy was.
Cool.
Go
I
ahead,
am
Remy.
on the lookout for anything as we go. As someone that perhaps has better perception than Watt here does.
So you get up there, and as you're getting closer to the ISB, because I figured that's where you're dragging him, you see him, and he has a look if he just wants to die, as this Ithorian is yelling at him in Huttese with his dual throats.
And I'll tap on your head. Move him. And I'll point at the Ithorian.
Move him.
Dooley.
Don't mind if I do. Chili walks forward and like.
I mean, he's speaking Huttese, so.
I'm not entirely sure what the species is that I'm trying to move.
Wait a second. Do any of you speak Huttese?
Nope.
I do not.
Hang on.
Basic and Herdleys.
Oh,
basic,
man.
basic Dosh and Twi'lek.
And none of you
Probably.
speak. You speak basic. Oh wait, do you speak binary? One of you speaks binary. I think I saw it.
Fuck, I don't. Where are the fucking languages?
They should be on the core page.
Right side core page.
If you haven't,
Yeah, I actually don't have any listed, so I
didn't.
back.
If you didn't manually select them, they won't
Okay,
show up.
I'll need to go back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just have Anzellan in common, but
Do you get one
galactic
for
basic,
each
whatever.
intelligence bonus point in this game, or no?
that's
Think
what
it
we're
was
doing.
quite
We're doing
high
the
to that?
extra proficiencies. So if you want,
No, I mean core mechanic. Is that a thing?
I think so.
Some games like you get an extra language per
Hold
point
on,
of your intelligence bonus.
let's roll on for it. I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys come up the Ithorian. The Ithorians are the hammerhead-like creatures, Sean, where their heads dip up and they have the two eyes and they have two throats inside, or two mouths inside their throats.
They're real. Yeah, in the chat, Gabe's got it. They're really cool
Cool,
looking.
thanks.
So there's one, and he's actually dressed as a Coruscant commoner with very flowing robes, and obviously of higher station. Yelling at this poor investigator in Huttese that none of you understand currently. As the investigator's like, "Yes, sir. I understand. I'm sorry, sir. You just answer our questions. We can get you going. Okay, I understand your wife is mad."
Now someone else is getting mad. Please leave him alone. We need to talk to him.
The Huttese, the Ithorian turns around and yells at Huttese, "Jump up!" and
Yeah.
and pulls his finger back, but he's still standing there. Do you want to intimidate him? What do you want to do?
It would be my pleasure to move you as I attempt to intimidate him.
While this is happening, I'm scampering down and going behind him to talk to the dude.
Middle of the road. 16.
16. Yeah, this guy's a coward. Chuba. And he just walks out.
Thank you.
Whoa, did you hear what he called you? You gonna stand for that?
The investigator looks.
We'll continue to stand. Yes.
He sees what? He goes, "Oh, little friend. You have more friends."
Yeah,
man.
this is the team.
The man before me. Arms dealer.
The Canto bite. Canto biting.
Do you have picture or nowhere?
He should be around the market. We're keeping everybody here for questioning until a more detailed check comes back.
We thought we heard him talking about Imperials earlier. gonna go see what he knows.
Well, he'd be in the crowd. Then you put an alert out on him. I didn't get his name.
No, I don't think that's necessary. We're just gonna go have a nice friendly chat with him.
No, I look pointedly at Tisk and then at Thule.
Yeah, he wrote a
Friendly.
He completely believes you.
There's what's supposed to be a disarming like smile that's just all teeth.
Predatory.
So hey, but while we're here, Watt said very generous offer that you made to him, and we're hoping that it extended to us since we're all a part of a team here. The little Imperial hunting team that we got going on here.
Deal. That I made him.
Yeah. If we find you Imperials, we get to leave.
Roll a persuade.
Watt just has this incredulous look on his face.
Why?
Because this was your idea, not his.
All right. Oh fuck! That's a 19 on the die. Hang on. Not that. Okay, I just want to check one of my abilities here to see if it applied. No. That's a +7 though, so 26.
26. I'll make a deal with you. I'll get you a ticket for each Imperial you find. There's 4 of you.
And they have to be in one piece.
He just looks at you.
It's a valid question.
Preferably. He looks at the Trandoshan. At least enough to identify him?
Unfortunate.
I don't like it. I don't. Oh wait, fuck. What's the line? He says, "I don't like it. I don't agree with it, but I accept it." 4 Imperials, no pieces. Look, you can break them a little bit, but they got to be able to walk. They got to be alive, right?
Maybe a couple pieces.
They are here. We will find them
So I
and
didn't
bring
hear
you
either.
recognizable pieces. And he pats Tisk on the shoulder. Oh, we will bring you recognizable pieces.
Seems fair. I'll have to get it okay, but I think I can get it passed.
And
Okay.
Julie looks at the rest of
Can we
you
get
all.
something here? Can we get something here in writing so we're not hung out to dry here?
I know my superior officer will go for it. I can tell you that. I can't get you anything in writing. You have my word.
Look, friend, but this is not a charity here. I need something a little more concrete than that. We're about to go do a lot of work for you, possibly dangerous work.
We've also got a lot of agents in the field doing the work themselves too. They could be beating you up.
Well, but you can see how well that's going.
Like, I imagine the crowd is kind of like stirred up still from my shit earlier.
That's the most I can give you. You have my word.
He's shook. He's good.
Just for the sake of it, can I get an insight check on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do that as well.
11.
I
Fine.
looked over at Thule and then looked up for one of the cameras.
Hmm.
And I'm going to ask Thule for uppies.
What'd you get?
22 for insight, yeah.
Totally trust.
You're already 6.5 foot.
Tisk,
It's not that much more up you have to go.
You trust him. Trandoshians, they keep their word. He's giving you.
What, so I missed what you said.
No, I was talking about for Tisk. Tisk got 11. Absolutely trust him.
Yeah.
Shug, with your 27,
22, but
22, he believes he can get it done, but he's not the one to say whether it's going to happen.
all right. I can work with that. That's fine.
Julie opens up the palm of his hand and puts it over by Tisk's shoulder, and then lifts you up to about 9 feet tall at full extension from his arm.
Sweet.
You're in a cherry picker. It's the camera is now like chest length. Chest.
Beep. Again, I forget I don't have a webcam set up on this TV yet, or this monitor yet, and I'm just like over here with my arms extended and acting shit. Sorry.
So I had Tuli lift me up to a nearby camera that is in disarray, as you stated, and I'm just checking to see if I think it can be fixed or not.
Give me what skill do you want to use?
Technology.
As you do this and Tuli sees what you're doing, Tuli is also going to look at the camera, and he's very technologically proficient himself, and would like to. I don't think that wire is in where it should be. Not to step on your small toes, and I would like to try to help you.
As that happens, there's a almost like a spark of inspiration as a spark comes out of the camera, and I reach into my pack and rummage around, and I pull out. It's very clearly like somebody's like an encryption shit, right? Like a key fob that gets plugged in to the dash of the car, rather than a key. The whole thing gets plugged, and I pull that out and I flip it open and I hand it to you, and it's like this little flashlight. Very clearly not its original purpose. And in that moment, as you're leaning in to help, the light shines a brighter light in the area you were looking, and I will give you a temporary boost as a tech power. I touch one willing creature, and before the power ends, the target can roll 1d4 and add it to the number. So it's got 10 minutes rather than 1 minute. Or maybe it was longer than that. I remember it being longer than D&D. But I give you Bardic Inspiration, essentially. 1d4.
I love that they made engineers like this hybrid techie bard in
too.
this setting.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here is technically, Tuli, since you are helping him, roll me a skill check and tell me if you get above 10.
Can I use that Bardic Inspiration now?
Yep.
Oh shit. That's brings my total to an 8.
Damn.
Sorry.
So he's in Tuli's attempt to help you. You actually end up getting shocked. So you don't get advantage, but it is still a flat roll.
Got it. 11.
Yeah.
I just came out swinging with 2 natural 20s, like, all things in balance.
You think if you had maybe a full day, you could get this up and running. The whole system, but not looking at the time that you've got right now trying to find this guy.
Look at Chug. If you were a fancy bajillionaire who sold disintegration weapons to prison guards. It's like almost spitting the words out. You were dressed nice. You were arguing with the guy, and point back at the blueberry. Where would you go in all this?
Can I see that data pad again?
I pull it out like it's nothing.
Whoa.
Bill, he was trying to slice it. What's the functionality of the device? Like, is it like an iPhone where like the beginning screen is locked and you can't do anything with it?
It's pretty much that's it. It is locked, and there is a nondescript screen. Like, it's not going to have Imperial Security Bureau on it.
What? No, what I'm getting at is like, am I able to send a message from it that says to the most recent contact that says like, hey, I found this iPad? Yeah.
No, it's a black screen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can I use the lore skill to identify? Like, okay. So first of all, tell me about the area that we're in. You said we're kind of like restricted to this area. Are there establishments like a fancier restaurant or bar or something like that
You
that
guys
we
are
would
in the
find?
flea market, pretty much. This is just a collection zone right now. It appears for people that are being questioned.
So is there any place in this area that is like ritzy, kind of like where we would find someone from Canto Bight?
Not really, but you do see a lot of rich people kind of mingling about. There's nothing like per se that's like, oh, this is the fancy place. It's just a bunch of noodle joints and like food stands and a couple of like off the street like droid fixers. It's like, hey, this is a dude that can put a battery in your watch for like $10. We're like standing over here, but in this little marketplace, it seems to be that these New Republic security droids are kind of milling about, keeping everybody inside. Like when people try to walk out, they're kind of keeping them in, corralled, as it were, as the NRIB officer questions people. You do know that if he's here, he's still in the crowd.
Yeah.
Possibly. But roll. Go ahead and roll on your board.
The dirty 20.
Okay, with a dirty 20, you've dealt with arms dealers. You've swindled arms dealers.
I am an arms dealer.
You pretended that this isn't civilian tech.
Yeah. The stuff that Watt's talking about.
Yeah, as in, if he was an arms dealer, he wouldn't have this equipment even if he was an arms dealer.
Sorry, I'm not picking up. So he's not actually he's a liar? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Okay.
Look, I'm not saying we shouldn't keep an eye out for this guy, but it was fairly easy for us to find information about the chain codes. I say we go talk to this Duros and go from there. We can ask him if you've seen him. We can ask him if you've seen any other Imperials. You can ask him real nicely, right, Tisk?
Yeah. Real nice.
That's creepy as shit.
What do you think?
And I extend the data pad back to you.
I'll stash it for now. But
Yeah, I'm out of ideas, so sure.
All right, let's go talk to the Duros, unless anybody has objections.
I will stay at the end of the alley. It is a tight fit, and I would like to stop anyone running from you.
You're perfect.
Be like the Twi'lek girls.
Sorry, what did you say?
You speak to me like the Twi'lek girls.
How's that?
Oh, they too told me I was perfect at their club.
I bet they did.
It was nice.
But see, the difference here is I'm sincere.
What?
Alright, so as the party walks through this throng of people heading towards the alleyway that Shug went to earlier, Tully standing at the end of it as you go down the alleyway. Shug, first thing you notice is the Duros is still sitting in one spot with 4 individuals standing in front of them, one of which is holding a vibra blade that's dripping blood.
Oh, shit.
As they turn and see you.
Are any of them the same guy?
You do see, yeah, one of them.
Is his friend he stole the data pad from?
That's what he was asking. He does see a very familiar, very, fancy dancy looking person missing a data pad.
Yep.
I'm gonna hold up the data pad and do this.
Is that the guy?
Lucky, I got a cookie.
That one.
How far away are they?
Don't.
Are they within lobbing range of a grenade?
I'm gonna say they're within about 6 feet.
Oh, we're real close. Let me check something real fast.
As you hold up the data pad, you see the look of absolute rage in this guy as he holds his pocket. And then he looks, and all of a sudden, the Cantobite accent he has is gone. A very Coruscant accent comes out. Get him!
Whoa, let's not be too hasty here.
As you see 3 under their ponchos, 3 stormtrooper blaster rifles come up.
So, is there any reaction to me trying to
No,
slow them down?
this is happening.
Okay.
Let's roll
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say, by the time this is happening, I'm just reaching up for a grenade, smiling, saying, "Real nice."
So here it is. It is 9 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock you guys' time. We usually wrap up here. We're obviously going to get into the very first combat of the session. So I say I don't want to go late. So let's plan that for next week, and we'll pick up here right when these blasters are pointing at you guys.
I dig it.
The only thing I was gonna add was gonna be purely for fluff. So
Go ahead.
Tisk is reaching for a grenade, and I tap Tuli, and I look at Tisk and I say, "That one." Tuli, that one. Totally silly.
All right, gentlemen. Let's go ahead and roll off for accolades.
1.
There it is.
16.
Uh-oh.
Wow, I rolled a 16 and I go fucking third?
Beat that.
Oh, sorry, we had a roll off, did we?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at?
You did.
Fuck it.
It is Derek, Jacob,
No.
Sean, me.
No, I got a 16.
Yeah, they
we
rolled
both rolled a
15.
15 initially.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was okay. I saw the second rolls is what I was looking at.
So, Derek, Jacob, Sean, Gabe.
Fuck. I don't. Man, what a breath of fresh air. That was. I had an absolute blast this session. And it's like, I think getting away from the fantasy vibes was good for all of us. You can tell we're all very excited to be playing something different. And I just had a fucking blast, Billy. You did a great job. I don't have anything specific.
This is just the start.
Yeah, I had a really, really good time. As far as player accolades, I just really like how all four of us like fell into our respective roles and like how we're interacting with each other. I don't have anything specific for anybody. It was. I felt like the whole night was a very collaborative yes and experience from everyone. Excellent role playing across the board. Super excited to learn more about your characters. I had a great time.
Yeah, I will echo that here initially, just on the grounds of stating it, because I think I mentioned it earlier, but like I didn't have a real strong plan for Tisk coming into this, other than some like real loose ideas, and then the way everybody else started kind of falling into things, it just felt like the organic way to start to like build out the character, and how all that went. So it was a very fun night of all of us kind of discovering that as we went. And so I'll start off with mine actually to you, Bill, for setting the scene for all of that, because it all felt really natural for how all of that was able to progress with your descriptions and how you kind of set the tone and where all of that came from. It felt very going from the fantasy setting that we've been playing in for literally years at this point to something else. It felt like we've been in this for like it didn't seem that new to me. Like it felt natural to step into it. I know a lot of us have a fair amount of Star Wars knowledge and whatnot, so maybe that played into it for me. But as a whole, I think you did a great job with setting that scene and allowing us the agency to kind of figure this out on the first session. So for the sake of pointing to a specific thing kind of in that regard, I'm going to throw mine to Derek for Shug. There was something about literally how it all started. Well, I'll say Shug and Watt here for the scene, as Watt grabbed Shug and Shug went, "Hands off the merchandise!" And I was like, I just immediately saw your character and like just felt a drive to like roll into it. So it was a really great starting note that I feel like pushed everybody else to kind of jump in and roll with that. So thanks for that little like starting spark. It was really nice.
So I would like to thank all of you all who helped me with my lack of knowledge in Star Wars and what races are what and different details. I'm sure that's going to come up many times.
Hey, you'll be an expert by the time we're done.
Honestly, dude, like you did great, and we couldn't tell. Like, it was awesome.
I'll pick up on it the more I'm exposed to it. But yeah, this is not something I'm nearly as familiar with as the rest of you guys. I really appreciate the help and calling out for stuff. Gabe, I really loved your comment early on of, I didn't think my character was going to be an agent of chaos, and you've been an agent of chaos since. So, yeah. Right, so that was great. Bill, I'm loving this. I love sandboxes, man, and the galaxy is yours perspective. I'm all about it. So I'm glad that Thule isn't as driving as my previous character and demanding what we do or how we do things. And I'm excited to see if you all give Thule the opportunity, we're going to sink some ships. And that's going to be all we do for the whole fucking campaign. So I'm excited that other people are stepping up with game plans and stuff already. I'm excited to see what these storylines turn out to be.
gonna be good.
Gabe.
So, little round the table here. I need more points from Tisk. I love
So good.
and like, yeah, standing and status is so important in their way of life, but like you made it so. Like that's gonna be a running gag.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing.
absolutely. Especially with Thule apparently being a little gamer here themselves to play along. There's going to be so many points in so many games,
and Watt's going to figure out ways to assign points arbitrarily, and it's going to make it even better.
Points don't matter.
Thule, I love this like plotting, simple feel that your character exudes while very clearly not being a simpleton. It's like somewhere between Eeyore and like a scientist and a mad scientist in the back of my mind. And
was channeling Eeyore and the Doctor. That's perfect. Thank you.
perfect. I'm enjoying him a lot. Really excited to see where my mount, Thule goes as this game evolves. Derek, this like sleazy car salesman face character we have going on is killing me, and I love it so much. Bill, it's already been said, but absolute breath of fresh air coming into Star Wars. It's a really interesting time period, really interesting setting that you've chosen, and really, really excited to see how it continues to unfold. It's going great so far.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you. I was trying to look up Wikipedia to answer Sean's question. The Star Wars equivalent of goddammit is Dane Ferrick, which is a Disney Disney add-in. I do like the list of Star Wars cuss words. But I going around the table, I have to say, one, I loved the entire interaction with the new recruit. Is like I'm so tired of common reactions of like soldiers always being the tough guy, but you guys just reducing him to like a little whimpering sad thing was hilarious to me.
Guys, come on. That's basically what happened.
The reaction to getting scanned was great. I loved Shug. The inciting the riot got me. It was absolutely hilarious. With what I enjoyed the interaction. I enjoyed the interaction with the kids very much, and I liked how we saw a little bit of the serious side of what come out when discussing repurposed species and talking to the New Republic. You're a source of chaos, but there's a conscience there. I can see.
It is not a kinder for the sake of being a kinder.
Thule, okay. I get the Eeyore and the Doctor. I was getting Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
That's pretty good. That's pretty solid, actually.
Because Marvin's pretty fucking smart. It's like I talked to the ship's computer. Yeah, it hates me.
Yep. I love it. No, that works.
But yeah, I like Thule's character. My favorite interaction with you had to be with the noodle merchant. I don't know why. That was all improv, and it was great. When it comes down to Tisk just overall, between the explosives and you walking up and rolling really bad charisma, intimidation for the father, and just everything I loved about Tisk. It's like I can't. To mirror what you guys are talking about. It seems like the dominoes were all falling into place. It's like a lot of when I was writing it, I was like, I don't have to write that. They'll do it. But I don't have to write for a way to see. I was like, I know who these guys are. I've played with them for years now. It's like, part of the fun is you guys do your thing and you allow me to do my thing and we play off each other. That's the fun part. I barely have notes. And that's what's great about writing, especially a slapsticky game like this. But yeah, I very much loved seeing everybody step into the roles of their characters for the first time. I'm very interested to see where everybody goes. And I'm getting shocked. Like, I honestly didn't expect Thule to have any tech abilities, and he does. I was like, oh shit, okay. He's not just a big burly face. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing where all of this goes. I was torn with where I'm going to award the inspiration to. And those of you that are listening, we are doing a podcast out of this. What we're doing right now is accolades. We usually at the end of the game is we get around and kind of talk to each other and say what we liked about the game. And then a person gets inspiration if they particularly did something that the DM or everybody liked. So it's actually really hard to choose who to do it because everybody had a really standout moment to me. Like, I really love the idea that Watt had about using CCTV cameras to I knew exactly where you were going with that. I love the noodle interaction. I love Thule's sad walking down the long ass line back to the market. Tiss interaction with everybody playing around with the explosives. I love that. But I two scenes stick out the most to me. One, I really enjoyed the Ugnaught scene with Shug. And I really liked that Shug started a riot. Tried to start a riot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say the first game, Derek's going to get inspiration.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Where the hell is that?
Sounds like 1 point for
Oh,
sure.
there it is.
God damn it. I'm not gamifying that point of this game. That's not how this works.
All right, so and that is it, and we're still good. Everybody's good for next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we will see everybody then. And how do we used to sign off when we did the stream?
Don't be
as we say in
dick.
my weekly D&D games,
Don't
please
be a
remember to
dick.
practice kindness every round as a free action.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Kindness is free action. Practice it every round. All right. So catch everybody later on the podcast.